Hey y'all, Gregor here with a brand new Snap Judgments deck review. We got some amazing lists from our good friend Snap Judgments, or as you may know him, Pulse Glazer. Two of the lists were pretty unique. One comes from our good friend Philip J. Woodward. It was a Ronin Moonstone list, but the list that I ended up going for comes from our good friend Husky Puppies. It is a Victoria Hand Misery anti-venom list. Really, the whole goal is to build as many big demons as possible and get a lot of value with Victoria Hand. We did pretty good with it overall. A lot of wins, and it was just a lot of fun to play. I recommend you give it a try. I will be including sub options and all of that good stuff. If you haven't, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all the things so the video is pushed out to more snappers like yourself. Thank you all for watching. Let's get into it. As always, I like to go over MVPs, cards that stood out and would often be win cons for the game. First up, I'm going to have to give it to the Hood. The Hood giving us massive demons is really what this deck is all about. That's your big play line, is getting as big as possible these demons. They get absolutely massive and you just destroy and wreck with them. Second, I'm going to have to give to Shadow King. Shadow King is really, there's only two tech options in this deck. You have Mobius and you have Shadow King. Shadow King was often the thing that would win us the game at the very end, which would be very, very clutch. Gotta give it to the Shadow King. He's just very strong right now, and a lot of people aren't using him. Next up, I'm going to have to say Hawkeye Kate Bishop, another card that gives us Victoria Hand value, whether it be giving us an acid arrow or giving us arrows that get very, very big. She would often give us a play line that could help and often get us a win. Up next, I'm going to have to say Victoria Hand. Victoria Hand is really what this deck, along with demons, is built all around. You would get multiple Victoria Hands and the demons would get absolutely huge along with the arrows. Then I'm going to have to say Mobius and Mobius. A lot of people are running cost reduction right now, so Mobius is a great tech option, whether it be discard shenanigans with Swarm, whether it be Destroy, or whether it be any Iron Patriot stuff. Mobius stops that right away, or even Scar if they're playing Surtur Scar shenanigans. Then for the last card, I'm going to have to say goes to probably Anti-Venom in this list. Anti-Venom is great. You could play him in combination with Misery and get an additional demon or additional Victoria Hand if you play it right on your energy curve. And the fact that you get him for 0, like the next card you get for 0, you can play Shadow King on the very last turn and set them back to their normal power. Fantastic. Does really well on this list. For a lot of these, I will include sub options, so if you don't have some of them, don't worry. You can still play around it. All right, let's get into the actual deck here. So the deck Oops All Demons from Husky Puppies runs the Hood, Nico Minoru, Shadow King, Hawkeye Kate Bishop, Iron Patriot, Victoria Hand, Mobius and Mobius, Speed, Frigga, Moonstone, Anti-Venom, and Misery. As far as cards that you are going to need to make this deck work, you're going to need Hawkeye Kate Bishop, Victoria Hand, Frigga, and Misery. In terms of sub options, if you are missing Nico Minoru, you could put in Ant-Man. If you are missing, let's say, Moonstone, you could go Mystique instead to get an additional Victoria Hand. So you would copy the ongoing. If you are missing Mobius and Mobius, you could go Rogue, Cosmo, or Red Guardian. And if you are missing Speed, you could go Punisher. As far as if you are missing Moonstone, you could, like I said, you could go Mystique, or you could go with something like maybe an Onslaught or something that would just get you big power there. And then in terms of play lines for this deck, depending on what you have for your first turn, you are either going to put down the Hood or Nico Minoru. You want to set up a Hood lane separate because the idea is that you are going to Misery that lane. Or if you're able to get rid of the Hood with a location, you can always do that as well. On turn 2, you're usually going to go Hawkeye Kate Bishop, unless you have Victoria Hand and Frigga in hand. That's usually your go-to. You go Victoria Hand on 2, Frigga on 3. You could also always, if you have the Iron Patriot and Speed, you could go the Iron Patriot Speed route, because with Speed and you playing everything on curve, you're basically guaranteed to get that. Especially if you've put down the Hood, you have an extra demon in hand. You could do Iron Patriot, Speed, and you could also play a demon after the fact, depending on which one is going to get bigger for you. So you have a lot of options there. Depending on what your opponent's playing, the Mobius is good. Like, Mobius just stops any negative decks or any nonsense like that, or any other stuff that runs cost reduction. As far as Frigga, again, your key targets for Frigga are going to be Victoria Hand and the demons that are generated from the Hood. Moonstone, you usually want to hold on to until last turn. I will sometimes hold on to Victoria Hand and Moonstone until turn 6 and just drop it at the very end. In terms of priority, you want to go Anti-Venom over Misery. The reason being, you can Misery the Anti-Venom. So this is a play play that I like to do. I would get the anti-venom set up in the same lane as like the hood, and then on turn 5 I would play the demon and then misery, and you could do that also if you get the frigate in the same lane and you play the demon. Frigate will copy the demon. There's just a lot of stuff you could do with it. You're going to get 2 cards for basically 0 from the anti-venom when you misery it. I know you are losing a 7 power, but the goal of this deck is to go very, very tall with the demons and the arrows generated from Hawkeye with the Victoria Hand and Moonstone. So it just gets you really, really big cards, and your opponent has trouble dealing with it. And if they are getting really, really tall cards, your Shadow King can usually shut that down. Great deck. Give it a go. Let me know what you think. Came out and showed out. They got a Watu. They're playing Arishem right now. We're going to go Iron Patriot. Probably Victoria Hand Demon. Set up like an Affliction lane. Or sorry, set up a Misery lane. So we can get the on reveals to go off again. There's Misery. Speaking of Misery.
Opponent snapped.
Are you sure about that? You sure about that? Me every time. You got a Mobius. We got a Victoria Hand. I don't even need the cost reduction, to be honest. I don't even need the cost reduction. So I don't really care about a second on reveal. I want to get Moonstone in the same lane as Victoria Hand, but I will take another demon. And the question is, do they have Enchantress or not? If they do have Enchantress, they have to wipe out their Quinjet and their Mobius, which hurts them pretty good. They've already set up some good ongoings in that lane. That's the thing I don't like about Arishem, is that they tech for everything. It's like, oh, guess what? I have every possible tech option. I think we just play the Iron Lad. Or I should have probably misread there.
Worthy.
That was a misplay.
Avengers! Assemble.
How are you doing, Ninja Waffle? Welcome on in. Yes, go show some love to Doombots. They are pushing for affiliate right now. Yeah. Let's see if they can beat us mid. So it's no longer an on reveal. It's now an ongoing. So he doesn't get hit there. Only the hood gets hit left side. And I think we have enough of a differential mid, unless they have... Yeah, I think we got it. In the club, we all fam indeed. Ooh. Okay, what's their last play? What do they got? That's a huge Nick Fury, though. We tie there. 22 and 9 versus 0 and 11. I think we win that.
Victory.
There it is, baby. I think did we win by a single point? Card draw is good for us. We just need to pull something, either an Iron Patriot or a Hawkeye. Do you think they killed Surtur with the nerf? Legit question. Okay, we could sacrifice the Shadow King. Hard to say. You think he's still viable? I mean, he is a 3 that can go up to a 12, right? Plus 3. Yeah, he's a 3 that can go up to 12. I think we'll see a resurgence of him. I could do Hood, Frigga, Misery, which should get me multiple demons.
I want the throne.
They are not patient. Yeah, no, I am in agreement that he was way too strong. Because there wasn't really, like, if they had Cosmo and they had armor, there wasn't really a way to counter him. We do that, then Hood and Misery, right? Or do we do Demon, then Misery? I think we do Demon, then Misery, because it should get us an additional one. If Abra's here, Abra was telling me the play line here. Bam. Bam. Should pull the demon. I think we get 2 demons out of this. One demon. Second demon. Okay, it works. We get 2 demons out of it. What's the card you're most excited for in the new mode? Has to be Uncle Ben. I think it's hilarious that Uncle Ben is going to be a card. Pushing 14. Does that beat the Ronin though? 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets +2. What does Uncle Ben do? When Uncle Ben dies, Spider-Man, you get a Spider-Man in its spot. We're gonna see. I just think it's a very funny card. Is it better for me to play right side? Just give up on left side? They are pushing big numbers. We'll go right.
Kneel before Galactus.
Good news, everyone. Good news. Yep. Every deck should run Super Giant for Red Guardian protection. So I don't think it was probably easy to push that back. We're going to drop the Mobius here, and then we can drop Victoria Hand and Acid Arrow. Well, that just settles how I'm going to play that side. So that's where we're going to play our Misery. Easy. Like Bam. Actually, let's go Bam, then Bam, and that is our Moonstone lane right there. So we have the Moonstone lane set up for all of the ones. So Pim Arrow gets the boost, Victoria Hand gets the boost. Yeah, they playing Clog. That's fine with me. I'm gonna do that. So they can probably win right side here. I still see Clog every once in a blue moon. Yeah, well, we'll see. They're gonna probably play for mid. Okay, so we have the turn 7. We expect Cannonball. Actually, we could even clear up more space using Frigga to copy the... So many demons! Yeah, they might be in trouble here. Okay, if I Frigga, I get the Misery. But I also leave myself open to Clog, potentially. I think our better play is just to go Demons. I don't know, but playing all your cards is also a dangerous move. Yeah, there's a potential for them to Clog here. You like the full lockout? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I don't see a way for them to win. They can Cannonball here, but they're not winning mid.
Victory.
Yep. The emote search. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? I want to show that I'm cool. Mondu, welcome on in. Thank you for that follow. Yeah, we've all been there. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in on a Monday. It's early. Going forward, I think we're going to be changing our Sunday. Oh, that actually hurts. We're going to probably change our... That also hurts. Our starting time. There, you have nothing to apologize for. You have 0 things to apologize for. We're going to probably move it back to my usual stream time, which is from 4 to 8. Just because it's more consistent across the board. People are used to that time. And I feel like viewership has been better within that time slot in general. Dude, I'm glad that you're digging the Discord server. It's a really nice place. It's a good place. If you guys want a cool Snap community to be able to hang out and just nerd out about these things that we love, this little game that we like here, feel free to join the Discord. Tribunal may not be good for them. If I'm gonna try and Frigga somebody, I kind of want to Frigga the demon. Yeah, that's good for us. And then I can do a misery to get an additional demon. Here. Little Barnabas, welcome on in. How you doing, friends? So this is the play. They might have Killmonger. We'll see if they do have Killmonger. If they have Killmonger, we just retreat. Also, it's probably smart for them to snap if they do. So I'm going to drop Demon, then I'm going to drop Misery, which is going to get me an additional Demon because of the Frigga. But there's two different kinds of Surf. There's the ones that run Killmonger, then there's the ones that don't. So we're hoping this is the one that doesn't. But if they did have Killmonger, they would be very smart to snap on us. That's a Black Panther.
Forever.
All systems go.
Which means a Zola's probably about to pop out. I think the fact... If they do Zola here, they hit 24, right? They hit 24, and that's spread across all of these. I'm expecting Zola. Show me Arnhem Zola. Called it.
Cut off one head, two more shall take its place.
Is it 48 across both lanes?
Wakanda forever.
No, we got it. No, we got it. The math.
Victory.
We played for 2 lanes. We played it smart, and we got it. I'm hoping that we could pull Misery. We got our Misery. We got our Misery. Interesting. Well, we just got a generated Misery. I will absolutely take that for free. And we get another Iron Patriot pull here. Yeah. Iron Patriot said, no worries, I got you. Plus a free Orca. Does that create another Nico? It does. Okay, so they have 2 Nikos that can move, weirdly enough. But we got all them demons. Now the question, to sacrifice, you know, I think we actually sacrifice Anti-Venom here. Because the Victoria hand is going to give us better results here. And we hold on to the Orca. Juicebox, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in.
Kneel before Galactus.
But Moonstone stays... Okay, but what if they have Shang-Chi? We have Prio here. I think Moonstone's the better play. Just in case they do have Shang-Chi and destroy the Orca, we could still win. Moonstone's better here. Nevela, stop manifesting things. I'm okay with the +4 power here. Let's go! Wild. That is 100% a clip right there. That is crazy. Do we like this? After you play your next card, double this card's power. I think I do like that. We do that into Iron Patriot. I think we do Iron Patriot. Yeah. Guarantee that we win that lane. I think ads are coming at the perfect time, too. We could do Iron Patriot here, and then we can drop the speed. Gregor the Iron Patriot. I also go by Guige.
Opponent snapped.
What's my favorite type of cake? That's a tough question. Who did they get from us? Guige, not cheese. G-E-E-G. Tiramisu is good.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Like a good tiramisu. Hi, James. Come here, Bubba. James, you want to say hi to chat? Y'all, James is up from his nap. He was doing some sleepies. What a good boy. You want some more, buddy? Victoria hand makes that bigger. Oh, what's nice is we could do all of it before next turn. So I think we try and play for... Why, hello, Super Skrull. Cherry pie. Nice.
Knowledge is power.
We go taller. We go taller. Let's go, gamers. Let's freaking go.
Victory.
I was not sure if we had that or not. Drog, please and thank you. With what we have right now, I'm going to go Hood. Hawkeye, is this another Arishem deck? I'm going to need the Arishem to stop, please. No more Arishem. That was a waste of their Sage, though. That's a free Wiccan, though. Free 06, we will take. And that's actually really funny. Is it going to pull? Okay, it didn't pull. I'm fine with that. We can go Anti-Venom, Wiccan, Frigga.
Behold my mighty hand.
They get super cost reduction. Unless we pull Mobius here. Mr. Mobius. Ooh, that's what I was hoping for. Do that. Do that. Do that. So we're going to get an additional demon here. A 06 Wiccan. I did the Wiccan over the Anti-Venom because Anti-Venom would still be 4. That's a demon. That's another demon. The demon value.
Wakanda forever!
Black Panther and Ajax. Weird. Victoria hand is the best thing that we could have gotten here. 'Tis beautiful. Bam. Bam goes very tall. Wiccan also goes tall here. We could play for all lanes right now. You know what? Hold on. Oh, you don't want to stay?
Victory.
That was like insanely good for us. I'm gonna do this and then drop Anti-Venom next turn. Fastos, there's a card we don't see a lot. I'm hoping we could pull a free Misery. Ooh, I smell something coming. I'm smelling Galactus. I'm smelling Galactus. Which means we're going to try and keep Prio here. Okay, it's BP.
Forever!
We know what they're going to do. Yeah, Magneto clutches here. Plus the extra energy as well. And Prio. So I think we go Shadow King. And then we go Magento.
We are the future.
Oh, thank you.
Cut off one head, 2 more.
That was really nice of them.
Wakanda forever!
They gave us their symbiote Spider-Man.
Victory.
And we hope they don't have Enchantress. Mobius is a very, very good tech option. Stops Anti-Venom. Oh, fantastic. Love that. We could drop both. Bam. Bam. I see a way to Nico into anti-venom. No, I think that's the best play we could do right here. Because Frigga's copying the Victoria hand. I faced a Wilson ongoing with Mobius playing negative. Yeah, dude, it just destroys negative. Nothing you can do. If Luna Snow. Okay, interesting. What are they playing? And a rocketing Groot. Well, good news here. Free speed. Anti-venom. It gets us another free card. We're just going to go with that for now. Okay, going for the lockdown. We got a free speed. Confirmed. That's what I was hoping for. Hood, Victoria hand, Misery. And this should get us an additional Victoria hand and another free card. This is for science, y'all. How many Victoria hands do we get? 1. Anti-venom goes off. Hood goes off. No, this is going to be nasty work. Nasty work. And the free speed. Moonstone? Moonstone, Moonstone, Moonstone. No Moonstone. Shadow King works fantastic here, though. We go Shadow King, Victoria hand, Demon, Demon, and thank you for playing. All right, what do they got? Broods. This is Sufer. This is really going to hurt them. Yeah, that hurts them so badly. Bruh.
Victory.
That is absurd. I think that was the line. I think that was the optimal play line. I mean, Pegasus definitely helped, but we got so much value out of anti-venom there. Okay, we have Victoria hand into Frigga, which is fantastic. And Shadow King for the collector. It's actually it's pronounced the Bibble. Thank you. We should get Mobius down when we can. I'm gonna hood here. We stop the swarm. Nevela got the reference. I'm proud of you, Nevela. That says the Bibble. You dare question the mighty Jimmy? Yes. Especially if we do this. The MF Doom Adult Swim album. Maybe. Moving with that, right? I already have MF Doom on this playlist. We already got MF Doom in the building.
You won't need this anymore.
I think we win this. And once I learn you help me set up the streamer bot, you won't even have to ask. You'll be able to. Him arrow doesn't go tall. Dub. Wild. Wild. Wild that we actually brought that back. I will trust. Let me see what I can do with this. I'm pretty sure we could beat the Gwen pools. Yeah, speed would take this by itself. We would have to do this, make sure we lose this lane, and then Shadow King here last turn. Yep. I hear Fry. Okay. Okay, we have to play everything on curve, so I go bam, bam. Right, I go Shadow King right side. Okay.
Victory.
Thank you to our monthly KoFi subscribers. For $10 a month, you can support the stream as well as our many giveaways that we do in the Discord. You will also get shoutouts on all of my YouTube videos. So big shout out to Calvin Rankin and Ninja Panda. Thank you guys for your continued support. If you are interested in doing so, I will include a link in the description, and you can help support and be a part of the community. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you got something from it. Hopefully we know if we hit Twitch partner this week or not, but we should have more content in the future. I don't know. I'm trying to get more videos out, but I'm working on a lot of different things. So if I do not see you around, you can probably find me on stream or in Discord. Please remember to check out the amazing members of PWROn Gaming. I always include a link in the description. And remember to take care of yourself. Remember to eat food, drink water, take your meds, get enough sleep. Remember the world's better with you in it. Until next time, have a great rest of your week.